Hello, my name is Crazy Owl, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build this cute little mushroom starter house. And for this build, you will need a mushroom, which can be found in swamps, dark oak forests, and obviously mushroom island biomes. And you'll also need dark oak wood. You could also use a different kind of wood like spruce or birch or oak, but I like dark oak especially because it has a lot of contrast to the red of the mushroom, and if you're building in a dark oak forest, this wood should be easy to find. And you'll need either stone bricks, or you could also use cobblestone or a different kind of stone. Really anything. A lot of these blocks can be switched out. You could even build the mushroom out of something else if you don't have that in any biome near you. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, but other than that, let's get right into the build. So for the exterior of the build, you'll need some sort of stone. I'm using stone bricks. Doesn't really matter what type. You'll need dark oak or a different wood type, stairs and slabs, and probably blocks, though you could bring those out later because I won't use those for a while. And then you'll also need a mushroom, and because this is a super flat world, I'm just going to build the mushroom, and also because I'm in creative, but if you're in survival, you could use red terracotta and build one if you didn't have one, or if you were able to get the mushroom blocks. You might need silk touch for those, I'm not really sure. But once you do have it, you can do this later, but you will need to destroy the stem once it's there. And again, if you wanted to, you could also make it out of red concrete or something if you didn't have the actual mushroom available. But dark oak forests are decently rare, but swamp biomes aren't super rare, so you could find one, and it's not that unlikely that you'd spawn near one. So you're gonna start out with not really a circle, but this shape of stone bricks, and it'll be one block out from the edge, and start out with 3 in each row like this, and then 2 blocks connecting that. And I'm just going to build it around, but keep in mind that there will be a door on one of the sides. I'm just going to put it here, and then just put a stair, a dark oak or whatever wood block stair on the edge of each of these, and leave the middle blocks open because that will be either a door or a slab, and you can do the slabs as well in between on those middle ones. And then above on the corners, put a dark oak slab there, and then do the same thing above this kind of with the stairs, and then a slab in the middle. And then go inside, and to fill in these spots, under each of the open places, put a stone brick and dark oak blocks. And then finally, for the exterior, other than the windows, start out by making a sort of circle, not really circle, but just outlining the top of this. And you could leave the mushroom like this if you want, but I think this makes it look a little bit homier, and it kind of puts it all together. And then do this and cover that up, and then on the center of each of these sides, build it up one more slab, and in the center just make like a plus sign or X. And then you have the little bits of mushrooms sticking out, but it's sort of a roof. And for the next step, grab a dark oak door and some glass panes. You'll need 4, and red glass, which you'll also need 4 of. And it doesn't have to be red, that's just the color that I chose because it kind of matches the mushroom. and just break out the middle block of each of these. And then the glass blocks go where the slabs were left open here. It's up to you, but I would suggest putting a stone brick underneath the window. And then fill in these windows with a glass pane as well. And the interior is really up to you. The door, I suggest putting it just right here. The interior is really up to you, but what I did was I filled in the floor with stone bricks. And then for like the furnishings and stuff, I put a trapdoor here and then a bed in the middle, and then on the ceiling for storage, I used a dark oak log and put barrels around it, and then just hung a lantern on here as lighting, and that adds some storage while also not taking up really any extra space that you would have used for something else. And then on the sides of the room, on one side I have a little smelting and then the stone cutter, and on the other side I had a crafting table and a brewing stand and then a loom, a jukebox, cartography table, and a smithing table. And most of these things are optional, and some of them you might not even have access to early game, like the brewing stand or the jukebox, but you could put them there if you had them, or you could put more barrels or something else. And this is also completely optional, but I would just suggest, just to make the corners of the room a little bit more attractive, putting a slab in the corner and then trapdoors under here, and that almost makes the corners curve a little bit and have a little bit of an arch, and I think it looks nice. I threw on some shaders just so that you could get the full view of what the build is. And we didn't put it in the video, but on the original build I did spam some bone meal, and then I replaced all the flowers with white and red flowers to kind of match the mushroom blocks, and that's something that you could do as well. You could put a path out front. Really, whatever you think will make the build look better. You could do some custom or vanilla dark oak trees around it, though a really big custom tree would make this look like a really cute little starter home. And the interior, unfortunately, the shaders don't really work on beds, but on everything else, the interior isn't too cramped, which is an issue with some small starter houses, while it also has everything you'd really need. It's got barrels for storage, it's got light from the lantern, and it has plenty of blocks to work with. You could replace the stone cutter with more furnaces, or you could put the stone cutter on top of the furnaces. You could take away the brewing stand. Really, whatever you're able to have at this early game point, because I assume once you get to the late game you wouldn't want a house this tiny, but who knows? If you're just exploring the world for most of the time, maybe you don't need a big house. But that is all for this video. If you do like it, please consider leaving a comment. I really like this starter house tutorial type of video, so maybe I'll make more in the future, or maybe for bigger houses. I don't make tutorials like this usually. It's more a specific part of the house, or I make interior tutorials a lot, but I really enjoyed making this, so let me know if you'd like to see more of this in the future. Other than that, again, please consider subscribing if you like the video, and have a great day. See you in the next one.